say listen to the news. Jamaica mash up Paris, top runner. This is how we beat, we are born up high. Launch off, shot put a blast off, jump every hurdle. No, we no fall shot. Action back when the celebration start. Pop cover when the celebration start. 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 So we do it every time.
We should be waving a gold medal, really and truly.
That's how we stay. All the way. Somebody has said, why you didn't walk with a flag yesterday or the day before? What's so special about this morning that you're just waving the national flag? That's how we stay. All the way. You know, let me just say this quickly. There's something about the national anthem being played in foreign lands.
I'm telling you,
there's
it's a vibe.
Something when we stand up like this. You know what I mean? And you know, at some part in the anthem, the tears start flow. It'll come down. Dean Hemmings, you start it.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Whoa.
Great morning.
Great morning to you.
I just have one word for the morning. Gold.
Gold. Gold.
I mean, not that the silver and the bronzes weren't fabulous enough, because they were.
Yes.
But there's just a little ring to having a gold, you know?
A little pep in our step.
It's a little vibe.
It's a vibe.
Great morning, Icy.
Great morning to you.
And great morning. Thank you.
Look at the colors.
I know, we're like accidentally matching.
Yes, accidentally. We didn't plan at all. And look at it. Looking lovely.
Thank you so much.
I mean, there are some Jamaicans who were depressed because we are so connected to the successes of our athletes. So when they are not doing as well, people kind of say, "Boy, what I want this year?" What are you saying this morning? Huh? What are you saying this morning?
You know what we should be saying? Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Roger Stoner.
Roger.
You are a real stoner. Look here. But you know, we should have been field events in flinging, well, throwing, for a long time because Jamaicans know to fling things, you know, and then the name Stoner. Stoner, you are a stoner, you are stoning.
We are pleased.
Yes,
Roger, we are pleased. So, yes, of course, gold medal for Jamaica in Paris. Thanks be to God. We love it. We love it.
I know it's the first time we're doing so well in the field event. And that's something to cheer about.
Yes, absolutely.
Welcome back to Sunrise. This time is a good time for you to join if you're just joining us, because it's a very special time, the time that we celebrate every morning, because it's headlines time, and headlines time is for us to head over to our headlines queen. That's TK. How are you doing,
like that
TK?
title. Let me adjust my crown. Jamaica wins gold in the discus event. Of course, that's on everybody's radar.
Right.
Roger Stoner won gold in the Olympic discus throw yesterday, upsetting world record holder Mykolas Alekna of Lithuania to claim Jamaica's first ever medal in the event at the Games. Alekna, who had hoped to follow his father's footsteps to become Olympic champion, had to settle for silver, and Australian Matthew Denny claimed the bronze.
You know, I was listening to an interview yesterday and heard his former coach talking about how he met him and he saw him. He did terribly in a discus event years ago in high school, and he was down and he was crying, and he went and he met with him and was a part of his training and development. And I'm just thinking, when he reflects on that moment or those moments to the tears of joy that he's experiencing and that we're experiencing watching him accomplish that new, it must be really, really powerful. It must be really encouraging and enriching for his own experience. I know he has interest in football, NFL. I don't know what he's going to do right now, because now with the gold medal now, different things will happen in his career. So I'm really, really proud. A stoner, a son of a stoner. I'm really, 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 really proud to celebrate him this morning.
You know what? Jamaica, don't come for me, but I have a hot take. Don't come for me, okay? Yeah. But when I found out that Alekna was going after his father's, in his father's footsteps, and if he had won, then it would have been like, like a legacy for his family. I felt a little, when I say a twinge, listen, it was real quick. I got over it fast, but I did feel a little, I felt a little sad for him. And then I was like, oh, well, if anybody's going to hurt him, it should be Jamaica.
It has to be Jamaica.
Okay, so Allied Insurance Brokers, of course, we've been around for several decades. I mean, since 1969, April.
Solid
We were born.
experience.
Solid experience. And so our role is to advocate for our clients, ensuring that their needs are met.
Yes.
And of course, we're intermediaries. We operate between the insurer and the clients. So what we do, we advocate, we seek alternatives, look at those options. We actually prepare those for you from start to finish. We actually, our clients, whether or not it's a new or an existing client, we can do it for you.
So it makes my job easy then. So I need not worry about choosing the right insurance company. I'll just hand it over to you, and you will find one that's competitive, affordable. And,
Absolutely, because what we do, we actually scan the market. We canvass the market. When we come up with those options, we canvass the market. We ensure that we analyze the responses that come back to us. We prepare your proposal for you, and we present it to you. And so pretty much we take the work away from you. When we are finished with your proposal, you only say yes.
So Ken, is it that, it sound like it's some big money people and big money spending you have to have, or is it just companies you deal with, or can an individual also just take you on?
So of course we do several types of insurance: health insurance, life insurance, accident, you name it.
Home insurance?
We do general insurance as well.
What's your story? What's your sign? You're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
So sunscreen, I know a lot of us people with skin of color would think, oh, I don't need sunscreen because I have melanin, right? Well, melanin, there's some truth to it. Melanin does give us some protection, which is SPF 15. SPF, what does that mean? Sun protection factor.
Okay.
So we do at baseline have SPF 15, but that's still not enough. When we're stepping out, we need to step out with SPF 30 or above. I would say if you have problematic skin like hyperpigmentation, spots, uneven skin tone, you want at least 40 or above. So if you see here, I have 40 and I have 30 SPF. So that's what you need to protect your skin so you don't get sun damage. And UV rays of the sun is probably one of the most common, the worst thing that ages our skin. And I know we're all fighting aging skin right now. It's a trend.
You know, we're all about aging gracefully. You know, there's nothing wrong with aging, but let's do it as gracefully as possible. So, Dr. Kim,
here we go.
let me tell you, I have a love-hate with sunblock, right? And sunscreen and all these things.
Yes.
So first of all, tell me, you can use sunscreen even if do I need it if it's cloudy? If I don't see any sun outside, do I still need SPF or no?
I say once the sun is up. Even if you can't see it, once you know the sun is up.
Once it's daytime.
Once it's daytime. And I would say, if it's, as you said, if it's overcast, cloudy, I go to SPF 30. I don't need all that protection to go 40 and 50. You know, but if it's blaring outside, I'm definitely going for 50, SPF 50.
I know we spend, especially ladies, I don't know your thing setting up, but I know skincare routine and the exfoliate and moisturize and astringent, there's all this stuff, right? Where in the process does the SPF fall? It's always at the end?
Yes, the SPF is always at the end unless you're wearing makeup. So if you're wearing makeup, the makeup goes after the sunscreen, right?
All right, a triathlon is a multi-sport with 3 disciplines: swim,
ride, and run. And you have various variations of it. You have the triathlon, which is a swim, ride, and run, aquathlon, which is just a swim, run, and then the duathlon, which is just ride, run. So at the Carifta this year, we'll be doing triathlon and aquathlon.
How long are the distances, or does it vary based on the age?
Correct, yes, it varies based on the age. From 16 to 21, they do the 750-meter swim, 20K ride, and 5K run. From 11 to 12, it varies from 400 meters to 200 meters with a 1.25 or 2.5K run, and varies between a 5 and 10K ride, depending on the age.
My goodness. I'm tired just hearing about it.
No, guys, three different disciplines. Ride and run. It reminds me, so the triathlete, it does all three?
All three, and we start with a swim, ride, and then we finish off with a run.
Whoa.
You spend the longest time on the bicycle.
Well, all right, I can ride. I can ride, you know. I can swim too, but how well and how fast, that's a different discussion. Carifta 2024
Yes, sir.
happens. It's going to happen, and you're excited and prepared, I'm sure. All these talented triathletes are ready. Are you ready? Yes. No, I never answer. Are you ready? Yes. Yes. Talk us about the excitement and the preparation for this.
All right. Well, this year is the 6th year of the Carifta Triathlon, which will be held in Barbados. It's geared to be on the 17th and 18th. So on the first day, we do the triathlon. And then on Sunday, which would be the 18th, you do the aquathlon and the mixed relay. So this year, we are excited. We have 2 relay mixed teams. This is one of the largest contingents that we'll be carrying compared to last year where we carried 10 athletes. This year we're carrying 19 athletes. So it is, you know, we are thankful for this kind of platform to make people aware. We have a mixture of experience and first timers. So it is the exposure, and as you said, we're hoping for at least a medal, 2 medals, and definitely points to bring back home.
I'm still a little teary-eyed because every time I watch the video, like, I feel that little, it's butterflies in my stomach and everything, because I'm saying, listen, you didn't expect to get this. You don't know where they're going to forget this, but you got it. So even when they called my name, like, backstage, my sister queens were like, don't cry, girl, stop it bawling. But we start to bawl already because I say, oh, God, trust me, it's I feel you're elated, you're proud, you're filled with pride. I still don't know how to explain it fully.
You had no expectation, which means that you didn't enter thinking that I'm going to win, or perhaps while you're in the competition, you weren't thinking that you are the winner. But you entered the second time.
Yes.
It wasn't your first time.
No.
Why did you enter again?
So the first time I had entered, I was in high school. I remember after that I had a talk with my regional manager, and she's saying like, oh, well, you know what holds you back in this competition? You have no idea what the world is like. You're in your little shell. And so when they ask you to express yourself, you can only express it from the shell that you're in. So when I went back to university, and I'm the guild president, and I was the guild president when COVID just finished, and we were going back to face-to-face. And so a big part of it was bringing back culture to the University of the West Indies. And I realized in that moment that my campus was somewhat lost from what true Jamaican culture is and true Caribbean culture. And when I was ending my tenure, I was wondering, I found myself in a lot of culturally active situations. I was doing hosting for cultural events, I was performing at culture, I was judging cultural events, and I realized that I needed to get my young people back into cultural integration and cultural representation. And then I had my involvement in my community, and I was like, listen, I need to take this platform and get people active in Jamaican culture. If them see me on the TV, at least they might say to themselves, come, Laura, do it. Let's do it too. So I guess that was my go ahead.
So you won the overall crowd, but you also had sectional prizes. So let me see here. You won most active in the community, especially. So what has your community engagement been like? What has that work been like for you? Tell us more about that.
When I started being active in my community when I was at high school. Before that, I was here and there, but high school was when I really kind of plummet into it. I love my community, and for me, community is not just where you live, but my community is where I actually live, my school community, and then of course regional and national development as a community.
All
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
As you said it, for me, when I started the gym, I just felt like there wasn't a lot of information out there. Yes, you could go online to find stuff, but are they detailed? The type of clothes that you want? Is it stylish? Is it versatile? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel like you want to keep going? And I wanted to be a solution for that. So I decided to go from my troubles and start for them.
Well, you know, activewear, there are a few options on the market. There are a few places that you can go. What would you say differentiates you from those other options?
So when it comes to local, a lot of people will order online, but I am giving you that online e-commerce experience right away. So the same way how you'd go on our Amazon and you pick your size, you see a size chart, you choose your options, colors, all of that. You do that here and you get it next day, fully e-commerce.
And you have different styles, you have different fits. So for example, suppose I want, sometimes, you know, you want to go gym and you want sexy, and sometimes you're that type of person at the gym and you want to cover up and you don't want to feel, so do you have options for everyone?
I have options for everybody. So I have from small all the way up to 2XL. Yeah, so everybody type. The items are sold separately, so if you don't want to do a brown on brown, you could do a brown with black or a brown with red or a brown with blue, and you mix it all. We have cover-ups, we have accessories, so it's the full package.
And it's male and female, or
male and female.
All right, so let's see. I want to see some of these things that you speak of. So I know we have somebody to help. Lord, don't look nice. Okay, one day I'll be looking like this at the gym. Oh, I love this. So what is she wearing? What's that top? It's very interesting.
So this is for me, this is my favorite piece. The top, it's our Ivy sports bra. The reason why I really like this top is because, again, from small all the way up to 2XL, it's very protective. It's gonna hold you in, especially for my big busty women. If you spin for me, Shanique, it's gonna show the straps at the back. It's cross-strapped. The base here, it's going to hold you in, and then the straps over her shoulders, they move as well. And then who doesn't like a really good tights? We have long tights like what I'm wearing, and we have short tights, and depending how you feel, what do you want to show. Everything is in different colors as well.
I love that, and I love how it looks like it's supportive and it looks good.
Well, it's very obvious and very narrow that the American and the Dutch, yes, Thinkable and Sydney will take the race. However, they share the medals, that's on them. But for us, it's Rochelle Caton is our champion and soldier right now. I would want her to run a focus race, not to try to run anybody's race. Keep relaxed and composed and make sure that she understands her execution. Move at the right time and try to relax. Do not run tight, because running relaxed will probably give her a better edge. And it's obvious, she's the next favorite to take the third position, but there are also competition. It's not as easy as we are going to think, but I think that she can fight off the third leg.
Let me ask you, before I get to Aileen, does lane draw matter?
It does, but at this, I would believe that whatever lane she gets, she just has to run the race exactly how she planned it.
Right.
And execute as best as possible, because regardless of what it is, it's still a 400 meter.
Yeah, Cheyenne Salmon is also in the race. Aileen.
Yes.
Can we hold out much hope for Cheyenne?
She's been looking good throughout the round, so, and then it's her first Olympics and she's hungry. So, and I feel like she's going to go out there and do her best, and nobody's paying attention to her. So, she could sneak in and
anything can happen. Yeah. If I were to ask both of you to pick the winner, we almost expect it to be 1-2 between Femke and Sydney. Where would your money be?
I'd have to go with Sydney because she's flawless right now.
She's flawless.
Flawless.
Sydney it is.
Flawless right now.
All right, so my two analysts says Sydney. It's hard to bet against Sydney, but I wouldn't be surprised if Femkeball has something, but I'll go with it, the ladies, as I usually do, right? The men's 200 meters now, for the first time in many moons, we have no Jamaican men in the 200 meters. How do you see this one going? Elena, start with you.
I don't know. I mean, Noah is a competitor, so he's going to go out there to win. But then Tobago from Botswana, he looked really good today.
Well, you know, I found out that I had this talent and passion, and so I chose to pursue it.
Whoa, and when you performed for the first time and you saw the cheers and the applause, how did you feel?
Well, to be honest, I was very shy, very nervous, but I just did my thing, do what I had to do, and I wanted what I wanted, and I just did that.
David, you know, some of these pieces are kind of long. How are you able to remember everything, study for school, play sports, talk to your friends, do all these things? Like, how are you able to juggle everything?
Well, what I do, my mom has a timetable where I do have time for schoolwork, study my lines, and do chores around the house, keep active. So what I do in the evenings when I get home from school, first thing, I do my homework, eat something, do chores around the house, and in the evenings, I set up my device to go online with my tutor as I get teach overseas from him.
So you're organized, but it's not you alone. What's mommy's name?
Shandia McCoy.
So you love her?
Very much.
Tell her.
Mommy, I love you.
Listen.
Mommy get an I love you. Hey, mommy, I might send my child over to you to raise here. Just for a little bit, and then you give me back, all right?
David, you're wearing a gold medal around your neck. How did you feel when you got that gold medal?
Very, very proud of myself. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest, but I worked hard, and to me, I deserve it.
You deserve. Round of applause.
I love that. Yeah. What are some of your future plans? Is there anything you want to do? Anybody you want to work with? Like what?
Of course. In the future, I would like to be in a movie, and I would like to become a well-known actor in Jamaica.
I want to be a well-known actor like you. Trust me. No, listen, you're on the right path. You're obviously very talented and very loved, affable, personable, and comfortable.
You're awesome.
You know what I mean?
You're
So
awesome.
I believe you will do extremely well, you know?
Central Expressions, your best source for business, tourism, and entertainment. Tune in to Central Expressions on CVMTV, Sundays at 3 p.m. Repeat Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Expressions is brought to you by the Gulf View Hotel in the heart of Jamaica, from the hearts of Jamaicans. The Orbin Group, Real Essence Media, National PC Bank, Central Expressions, your voice, your culture.
Me say, Terry, you never went upon the minibus last night. Hey, Miss Uptown and Miss Downtown. We have one piece of fight. Me say the bus catch a fire. Everybody get up out of them seat. And we are the people, them love the excitement. I could hardly see a thing. One thing me can tell you for sure is when Miss Uptown done with Miss Downtown, she lose all her good as wig. Terry, make I tell you how the bangarang starts. Miss Downtown did dep on the bus long before Miss Uptown come on. So you know the bus did jam pack. So you know say people are grow up on people. Same time the bus start dilly and dally and dilly and dally and dilly and dally and packs. And then it make a sun stop. And that caused Miss Upton face her lie down pan Miss Longton. Who tell Miss Upton to make such a mistake? Me just hear Miss Longton reel up and start going bad. Here are. What is Mama man? Why this crosses woman here come through the garbage upon me? But coupon all your size, all you should have pay 30 smarty fear. Same time Miss Upton say, excuse you, get rat? Do you know to whom you're speaking to? I am certainly not the one. And for your information, I only took this bus by mistake. So don't you dare test my faith. This is a public transportation. Every and anyone should have access to it. Rude! You certainly don't know your limit. Me say when Miss Longton hear Miss Upton a hang her up. She get in a one piece of temper. Take off her dark glasses, tie up her blouse, and kick off her boot. It was unfortunate. She had no idea Miss Upton only looked and sound cute. Here, Miss Longton. Oh, yeah, call get her up, Miss. All in a one. You not hear about downtown girls. Una run joke. Driver, stop the bus, make a dust the girl here. Me see the first time we see one human being. Beat a cow.